solstice, merry solstice, sing a song for the solstice season. It is the summer solstice today, not that you would know it from the dingy weather that we're having. So, despite wishing for sun and to bring the light back to the world when it's halfway through the year, I decided to come through this graveyard, which is Beeston Cemetery. Came a long time ago, but I haven't actually vlogged it or added it to my cemetery seek, so I thought today I would bless you all with the wonderful gravestone artistry of this old cemetery. There's not much about it, history-wise, so let's just enjoy it, shall we? Left, right, left, which way should we go? I usually favour left. Let's take a look on the left side. Datage, we're looking at 1900s. See if I actually find any 1800s, but they all seem to be 1900s. 1908 this one is. It's pretty impressive. And just a little hint from Ham's childhood here. These types of stones, I used to always collect them as a kid. I'd be like, ah, beautiful gemstones. Not really realising that all it is just fake glass that they put on graves. A couple of older ones here from 1800s, 1889, and this one is actually Hannah. Oh, her winter of troubles is past, her pains and affliction are over, her struggles are ended at last, and sorrow and death are no more. Hey, that doesn't rhyme, but that's pretty nice. Pretty nice bit of poetry. What does this mean exactly? With Christ, which is far better. That's terrible. It's really rubbish to put on a gravestone. Far better? Better than what? Got a dodgy one here. It's actually in the ground, like this, but the reason for death is accidentally drowned in the Trent. Here we go, bringing back the words accidentally again. And just here on the side of this pathway, I would say this giant chunk here used to be some kind of gate post. It's kind of huge, and it probably was on top of something, but I can't see another one on the other side. And here comes the rain, but never fear, Ham is prepared. As I told you, the summer solstice isn't really happening today. This is very overcast, and now the rain has happened. But I wanted to cover this grave here and the set of graves near to it. They've just collapsed. Like, there's nothing covering them anymore, and that one's even worse. I'll be careful where I'm stepping in case I fall in there. Look at that. Crazy. I think it's because they're all on a hill, to be honest. All of them down here. They're probably falling through. As you can see there, they're all tipping. And the usual trick of just dump it all in there. We don't know where it came from. That's crazy, sunken as well. And even more so, proving a point, we're on a hill here, and they've tried to compensate for it by putting them on a slant, but then the ones lower to the bottom, they're just collapsing on themselves anyway. Now the only history I could find to do with Beeston Cemetery and the like was that Beeston itself is becoming extremely full up, like they have no room left. This is the newer side, with all the kind of black marble gravestones, and the newer types which have the gold lettering and such. But as of, I think I read 2012, there's only about 300 plots left, which isn't a lot when you think how much a town is made up of. So don't really know what they're gonna do after that. Don't they, after 100 years the plot becomes a free-for-all and somebody just gets buried over the top of it? So the land is actually obviously for burying people, but once there's no relatives left, they just are like, well, just put someone else in there or over the top. Dunno, do you know? And I've reached the top far corner now, which is the highest hill, and from here you can actually see Woollerton Hall. It's quite a high up vantage point. Woollerton Hall is just behind those trees up there. I can't point because I'm holding an umbrella, but I'll show you, put my umbrella away and zoom in. Here is Wilson Hall. I zoom in now, you just see it. Way over there. Hello, Bruce Wayne! In the newer region here we have a very ornate gravestone. I think somebody just visited this one, of Peter Blood, and I just thought that was a really awesome name. They've actually got a candle lit down there as well. You have an awesome name, Peter Blood. Just look at the width of this tree. I have no idea how old it would be. How could I give a comparison for size since I'm going to want to hold the camera? Even if I hug it, you won't be able to tell, but just going for the circumference of it. What about my feet? Well, here's a root. Look at that. Huge. It's like an elephant. Awesome bug. Awesome bug. I think it's a moth, but pretty amazing. Just noticed along the far side fence as well that they've got a load of the urns from off the graves just lining up the wall. Mum and Dad, some friends and neighbours, living memory, and they go all the way down. Down here. And the rest of them. Yeah. It's nice that they've actually had some respect for these ones, because we all know that gravestone pieces usually they just get dumped to the side, here along the ground. And somebody's hat. And lastly, we will circle the, I'm going to call it a parish. It's not a church, it's way too small and it's padlocked up, so obviously it's not in use anymore. This is possibly one of the most ornate ones here, ironically called Stone. But let's just take a conclusion here around the church itself. I really couldn't tell you if it's still in operation or not. Doesn't look like it, to be honest. There's a front. So, I guess from me on this dreary, drizzly day, unfortunately, perhaps some more summer solstice vlogs will come, but this was the best I could do with the British weather today, okay? But till next time, from me, it is goodbye, happy solstice!